the easiest way to explain is to explain how I ended up making what I'm making, which is probably to explain that when I was about 17 or 18, I was in my late teens, it kind of felt like I had issues with painting in its kind of traditional formats. I don't really know what the issues were or how I was going to kind of get around them, but I kind of realised at some stage or other that that I didn't like the fact that when I got to the edge of whatever I was painting onto, that I had to stop. I didn't like that. I wanted the practice to be able to kind of not just evolve endlessly, but just to continue relentlessly. I wanted it to continue relentlessly. So I wanted to be able to endlessly add to something that was already there, meaning the same piece of work. I realised that once I kind of reached the edges of what I was working on, by and large, because I was self-taught and that's the way I was working at the time, that by and large the work was kind of then complete. And I realised that the issue that I was having was that flat surface that I was working onto. And I tried making the surface relieved so that I could try and work on it in different ways, but the issue was really being restricted to the surface. I didn't really want to be. So one day I just realised that if I got rid of that flat surface and essentially disposed of what I felt was the baggage, I would end up using the material sculpturally and then thereby essentially opening doors to finding ways of the work growing organically and indefinitely, which is why I'm able to make things like, for example, the wire works that I've made recently. I've been asked to put in a proposal for a couple of them for the outside of the building, and they would be 3 or 4 stories high, and they would just quite literally grow as I produced them, kind of like a vine, really. And that the ability to make work that grows organically in that fashion is completely impossible if you're painting onto something that has an edge. A canvas has got an edge, it's a certain size. I mean, yeah, you can make you can unroll scrolls of paper or something like that, but the effect is not going to be the effect that I'm after. So that's partly what I was going for.